Yeah. What we discussed yesterday, how to launch the ECT instance. Right, guys?
Yes.
So, security SLE, which is a complete to the AWS availability zone, edge location, lab activity, introduction to AWS done. You understood, right? Instance type. So what we need? So we need choose a region, availability zone, choose AMI, choose a instance type, and configure security. Right? So this is the yeah. So what are the service we are selecting? Compute service. In the compute, EC2 is the service, Elastic Compute Cloud. Yeah. This instance yesterday we launched the one instance. Launched the one instance. So the instance is my new server. So if you create the any instance, definitely they will create the ineterview ID. So instance ID, the instance state is running. So instance type is T2 micro, status check is 2 by 2 check past. If 2 by 2 check past is something like if it is having a error, definitely there will be a hardware failure. So any alarm status, there is no alarm status. Availability zone, here you see. So yes, East 1 year. So why public DNS? Guys will tell you later this part. Yeah. So monitoring. So there will be a monitoring called monitoring disabled. Monitoring is a cloud watch. Security group launch wizard one. So security group will automatically created by default we take the by default. So key name for accessing the server. So we use the scheme name is my new server. Launch time when it was launched. So platform Linux, Unix or Windows or whatever it may be. Guys, so this is the yeah. So this is the instance running. So something like so how you can connect this instance. I already show you right. You can connect the instance by using the connect button. So we have a two options. One is for a web client. So web client, something like connect using the EC2 instance, connect browser-based client. One is a browser-based client. So other one is a putty, open SSH. So locate our private key and launch the instance with PEM key. Uh, so this is the one way. So this is the web client and this is through putty. We can connect the servers either web client or something like a SSH. SSH. Guys, did you try to launch the instance and connect to the servers? So anyone? Sai, Sai, Nagaraju?
Yes, sir. I, I tried, sir.
Okay, okay. You able to connect, right? There is
Yes, sir.
no error. There is no error, right? While
Yes, sir.
connecting.
There is no issue.
Okay, there is no issue there. Nagaraju, you there?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday you were not joined, right?
Yes. Today I will practice it, sir.
Okay. Okay, Jyotsna, did you launch the instance?
Yes.
Okay. Kim, Pomshi, guys, please practice, 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 practice only. Then you will understand. You will get the adopts. Yeah. So this is the how to connect the instance. But I want to so in the physical server something like so how we can terminate, how we can decommission something like here the terminology of the server uh, server deletion. Server deletion is nothing but a server decommission. Server decommission. Server decommission. So the term is server decommission. So in the VM you can use the you can go to the VM console. So VM console then you can go to the remove from this VM. Remove from this VM. So it automatically remove. It automatically remove from the. So this is nothing but a decommission. Decommission in the RFLs. So if you want to decommission a physical server, you can remove everything from the this server, and we can take it out from the data center. So if it is a VM, we can stop the server and we can remove from the VMware. So we can remove for the virtual system. But how we can decommission or how we can terminate? Here the concept is called as a decommission is nothing but a terminate. So how we can terminate, how we can delete, how we can decommission the server by using the you can go to the instance state. So is there this is the this is the button that terminate instance. It automatically terminates the instance. You want to stop the instance. Something like you can click the stop, it automatically stop the instances. Successfully stopped. A refresh button is there. You guys can refresh it. Still it is stopping. Still it is stopping. So after stopping something like a so there will be a start button enabled, start button enabled, reboot button enabled, and terminate. So terminate is nothing but a decommission. If you select it, yeah, you see, so something like instance step. Now it is a start instance and terminate instance. So now I'm starting the instance, guys. So there may be a some extent of something like a hours. So whenever you work done, you guys can terminate your instance or you guys can stop your instance. Okay, then only you will not chargeable. They will not chargeable for the servers. Be careful while launching the instances. Okay. So in the actions, instance settings, network, security, image and template, and monitoring troubleshoot. Or you can use from here. There is a details security. What is a security? So there will be a security groups, VPC security groups. We'll discuss later, guys. This. So networking will automatically allocate storage. So this is the volume. This is the volume. If you want to add the volume, something like you see in the left, there will be a instances. In the instances, there will be instances, instance type, launch templates, spot requests, saving plans, reserved instances, dedicated hosts, schedule instances, capacity reservations. Then so images, AMIs, which AMI you selected. If you want, you can create your customized AMI also. Elastic block storage. Elastic block storage means volumes. So if you want to go to the volumes, you can go to the volumes. Yeah. So I want to attach another hard disk in this volume. How we can do it? So general purpose SSD. So size you can take the 10 GB of the size and US East 1A. So availability zone. Don't create a volume from the snapshot. Do not create the volume. So create a volume. Yes. Yeah. So the volume is created. The volume is created with the 10 GB. So 10 GB of the space. So this you see, this is not attached to anyone. So already the above one 8 GB is attached to this instance because of while launching the instance we select the 8 GB. That 8 GB is allocated to this instance. So and the 10 GB is free. We want to attach it to the disk. We want to attach it to the instance. How we can attach it? So here actions attach volume. So instance. What are the instances? Are there only one instance, that is my new server instance? So we have attached and it created a dev SDF attach the volume. So now I have attached this volume to the so my web server, my new server, my new server, my new server dev SDF is attaching. Now let's check it in the server. So instances. So connect. So console connect. Username. So enter the username defined in the AMI used to launch the instance. If you do not define the custom username, that use the default username is EC2 user. So EC2 user is the default user for the AWS account. So last time, so how we can attach this? So this 20 GB, 20 GB, same like I attached the volume to this server. Let's check if it is attached or not. So something like df-ht. So it is not showing in here because of we are not formatting the disk. We are not mounting to any directory. So where we can see it, LSVLK. The LSVLK, the new disk 10 GB XVDF is attached to the server. So in AWS, so there is a SDF, right? It would call it as a XV, XV. So instead of SATA disk, it is a AWS virtual disk, right? XV is nothing but a in AWS format. Yes, instead of S, it will be a XVDF. So now, so the new hard disk is attached to this volume. You guys can use this volume and format this fdisk /dev xvdf. So print. So now created new p default default default. It will take everything. Yeah. So now you can go check the p. Yes, I created a one partition, that is a F1, F1 attached to the everything. So this is a automatically created the 83. 83 is nothing but a standard format. So now W LSBLK, the LSBLK you guys see. So one XVDF is attached. MKDA slash app logs, creating a directory called app logs mount /dev xvdf one mounted to slash app log on fs type. Yes. So this is missing the mkfs mkfs dot ext. Or guys, which one? /dev xvdf one. Yeah, type protected df5. Yeah, it has charged 10 GB to the app logs. It attached 10 GB to the app logs. So now everything will be doing through manually. Everything will doing through manually, right? So this is the attachment. This is the adding of a new hard disk to this server. To this server, something like a AMS, Elastic Block Volume, Snapshot, Lifecycle Manager, Network and Security. So security groups and Elastic IPs. So key pairs will be there in the network and security. The load balancing, auto scaling. So this is the EC2. This is the EC2 instance. Yes, understood? Yes, understood or not?
Yes.
Yes, right? Yep. So the concept of cloud,
So
the concept
whatever we have created the volume, that is now temporary volume only, right? It's not a
now
permanent
create.
one.
Yeah, it's not a permanent. I just created a
Okay.
temporary. Whenever we reboot the server, it automatically remove the unmount the
Volume.
volume. So if you want to create a permanent mount point, you can add it in the slash fs tab entry, etc
Okay.
fs tab entries, and the fs tab entries. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever we are doing in the data center, so we are doing in the same way, but there everything will be physical. But here, so they created a API. They created a API and something like so the time and cost will be reducing from data center to data center to cloud because of it is a predefined environment. So AWS cloud is a predefined environment. So predefined environment you can use. So already predefined it's already connected to the data centers and already created the environment. You just select and you just select and install. You just select and install. It automatically so cloud is a predefined environment in data center. So everything you can do manually. Data center you can do manually. There is no much difference between data center and AWS. But why it is a time why it is not taking time, why it is taking time, so something like here, so we can do everything your own, but here already predefined are there, you can select it and you can use it. So they already created a predefined environment. They already created a predefined environment. So predefined environments means EC2 services. They already predefined it. So AMS also build it, network security, everything will be built it. If you use that buttons, it automatically creates within the seconds. Within the seconds. So EC2 instances. So now we are connecting. So we are connecting through AWS console. AWS console. So so they created two types of environment. They created a cloud created a two types of environments. So every cloud. So one is a console type environment, console type environment, and CLI environment also. CLI environment. So this is a GUI environment. So GUI environment, graphical user environment. So and they also defined a CLI environment also. So you can connect the AWS or any cloud. You can connect the any cloud. So what are the cloud providers, guys? Tell me. Cloud providers. So cloud providers are
AWS, Azure,
yes,
Google Cloud.
GCP,
Azure, GCP,
IBM, Oracle.
yes, IBM. Very good. IBM, Oracle. These all are the cloud providers. So every cloud provider, they created two types of environment. Two types of two types of environments. One is a console type environment. Another one is a CLA environment. You can connect the AWS through CLA also. You can connect the AWS through console also. So so as of now, we connected the AWS. We connected the AWS through console. Console means GUI and launched the instance through manually, right? Launched the instance through manually. Instance through manually, right? So I don't want to launch the instance through manually because of something like so one of the company something like him joined and continue for 3 years. 3 years. Continued for 3 years. After 3 years, he put the papers for he resigned the company. He resigned the company and something like a Josna joined the company. So 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 these 3 years, Kim used the AWS console for creating the environment. So whatever his mindset, something like whatever he has the knowledge, so he created their own, and something like after that he left the job. So that he resigned the job and he left the job. So Josna joined. So they want to modify something like an instance. In the instance volume, they want to delete the unused volumes, or they want to attach the another volume. So definitely you need to figure out where it will be, right? So we need to figure out and where it will be. So something like what AWS, what cloud providers are thinking, something like. So is there any way to deploy? Is there any way to something like a deploy or launch any services through code? Any services through code. So something like, for example, so this is the server build manually. So is there any way to build the server through code? So to code, so this is a infra. This is the infrastructure, right? So is there any way to to create the infrastructure as a code, infrastructure through code as a code. So infrastructure as a code, yes. IAC, IAC tool. So what is guys IAC? Infrastructure as code, infrastructure as code, IAC tool, infrastructure as code. Yes. So something like, so if you use the code to build the servers or anything, any services in the AWS, so it will easy to figure out which services, something like, so we have a three stacks. We have a three stacks, something like a stack. So stack one is something like a non-production, in the non-prod dev environment. So everything will be in this stack. So stack 2 is nothing but so something like a QA environment, QA ENV, and stack 3 is nothing, something like a production environment. So everything. So something like he got a request, Josna got a request to modify or to delete some of the instances through the in the QA environment. So then he will go to the she will go to the she will use this tag, and whatever they want, they will delete it automatically. Yes. So infrastructure also, something like infrastructure also build through code. So infrastructure also build through code. That's the reason the concept CLA environment created for every provider. So why CLA, guys? To build the infra through code. Guys, why CLI? Tell me. Guys, why CLI?
Is the
To build the infra, to build the infra as a code. So the tools are designed. So the tools are designed. So the tools are IAC tools. What is the tools? IAC, infra as a code tool. Infra as a code tool. So what are the tools? Every cloud provider created their own tools, their own tools. Something like, for example, AWS created a cloud formation. What is the tool? Cloud formation template. For example, Azure. Azure created. So what is the tool? ARM templates. What is that? ARM templates. ARM templates means Azure Resource Manager templates. So what is the ISC tool for the AWS, guys? Cloud formation template, CFT. What is that? CFT. So CFT, cloud formation templates, and same like as Azure ARM template. So GCP some other, IBM some other, Oracle some other. So for example, Josna joined the company, and in that company having a something like Azure, AWS, and for example Oracle. Three of the cloud provider they are using for their environment. Definitely Josna need to learn, or Kim need to learn, or Sai need to learn, or something like whatever the guys are need to learn these three tools, IAC tools, these three IAC tools, cloud formation, ARM templates, for example, Oracle, some other tool. Definitely, we need to learn the three tools. Is there any alternative solutions for a global infrastructure as a code tool? Yes, there is a solution called Terraform. So Terraform supports these all cloud providers with a single language. So that is a AML. So that is a HashiCorp. That is a HashiCorp. So that is a Terraform registry.terraform.io. So this Terraform is developed by a HashiCorp company. So you see, so I had Terraform supports a 3,430 providers. 3,430 providers. If you learn the Terraform, so if you learn the Terraform, you can build the infra, something like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, Kubernetes, Active Directory, Azure. So these all are the cloud providers. So it supports everything. Something like in our environment having a AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So if you want to learn a CFT, Azure for ARM, something like Google for some other thing, or if you want to learn if you want to learn a one solution and it will be applicable for these three. So that is the Terraform. That is the a Terraform is the IAC tool. Terraform is the IAC tool. So if you can use the Terraform and you can build the infra uh, with different cloud providers so if you learn something like a CFT, IRM, this is difficult and manage also difficult. So is there any solution to use the one AIC tool for all the cloud providers? Yes, all the cloud providers. Yes, there is a solution called a Terraform. What is the IAC tool, guys? A Terraform is the tool to build the Terraform IAC tool. What is guys? What is IAC? Infra as code. What is IAC, guys? Infra as code. So what is the solution for all the cloud providers? So which IAC tool is supports for the all the cloud providers? Guys, tell me.
Terraform.
Guys, yes,
Terraform.
Terraform. If you learn the Terraform, so it will use for all the cloud providers. So as of now, how you launched the instance? We launched the instance through console, through GUI only, through GUI and manually. So how we can launch the instance through Terraform or a code. So a code, if you click, it automatically creates the infra. It automatically creates the infra through code. It one click. So one click. So that is a Terraform. That is a Terraform. Something like I want to use the AWS. So you can click the AWS, then go to the documentation, AWS providers. Some Amazon Web Services provider to interact with the many resources supported by AWS, you must configure the provider with the proper credentials before you can use it. So something like, so this is the Terraform, required providers, AWS, required providers, Azure, required providers, GCP, required providers, Oracle, whatever the provider we can use and we can create what? Can create the, we can create the instance. So we can create the instance through the code. This is the code. The code is a very simple, guys. This is a HCL language. So it's something like a layman language. So this language is something like a English. Whatever we are writing the English, the same way. So the same way Terraform also we can write. It is a very easy to write. This is a layman language. It's not a Java, it's not a Python, it's not a hooks, it's not a function concept. So this is a layman also understand the language. A layman also understand the language. Yes, understood? So Terraform is the a cloud provider ISC tool. Cloud provider ISC a tool. Yeah, ISC tools, DevOps and developers to use this tool. So exploring the tool set. So there are various types of tools that can allow you to deploy infrastructure as a code. IAC, infrastructure as a code, IAC. So Terraform, CloudFormation, Heat, Ansible, SaltStack, Chef, Puppet, and others. But most popular is a Terraform. Most popular is a Terraform. Something like a configuration versus infrastructure. So something like configuration management tool is Ansible is the configuration management tool, Chef is the configuration management tool, Puppet is the configuration management tool. So what is the configuration management? After building the infra, if you want to install Java Tomcat to deploy our application. So how, so for example, I want to install Java, I want to install a Java and I want to install a Tomcat or something like HTTPD, Apache on 100 servers. So how we can do it? So manually we can log into the each and every server and install the install HTTPD. But I don't want to manual intervention. If you click if you run one command, it automatically automatically install the Tomcat Apache on 100 servers. So that is the configuration tools. What are the configuration tools? Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. Ansible is the most popular. So how we can ISA tool is a Terraform is the best option. Here. So configuration management versus infrastructure orchestration. So configuration management versus infrastructure orchestration. Ansible, Chef, Puppet are the configuration management tools, which means that they are primarily designed to install and manage softwares on existing servers. On existing servers only. Ansible, Chef, Puppet are the configuration management tools, which means that they are primarily designed to install and manage the software on existing servers. So Terraform, CloudFormation are the infrastructure orchestration tools, which basically means they can build the servers and infrastructure by themselves. So configuration management tool can do some degree of infrastructure provisioning, but the focus of here is that some of the tools are going to better fit for certain types of work. So Ansible Chef Puppet is fit for the configuration management tool. Terraform, CloudFormation, ARM, this is the fit for the infrastructure orchestration tool. Yes, understood? So IAC tool, configuration management. So IAC plus configuration management, both are the friends. So something like so this is the a Terraform, a file extension is nothing but a .tf. .tf is nothing but a .tf is nothing but a Terraform. So Terraform. So through the Terraform, if you create the file through Terraform, we can launch the instances. So we can create the new EC2 instances. After EC2 instances is something like so Terraform confirms EC2 is running. Then the Ansible take care of the install and configure the applications. Install and configure the applications. Terraform. Terraform supports multiple platforms as hundreds of providers. Hundreds of providers, simple configuration language, and faster learning curve. Easy integration with configuration management tools like Ansible, easily extensible with the help of plugins. The help of plugins. So installing Terraform, how we can install the Terraform. So Terraform works something like so how install the Terraform? We can just Terraform installation is very simple. You have to single binary file, download it and use it. So nothing to be installed, nothing to be installed. Just download it and use it. Just download it and use it. Supported platforms. Terraform works on multiple platforms. These includes, so it supports Windows, it supports Mac, it supports Linux, it supports FreeBSD, it supports OpenBSD, it supports Solaris also. How we can download the Terraform? So terraform.io.downloads. You can go to that web site and you can download it. You can download it. Setuping the language. So create how we can set up the language. How it works, Terraform. How it works. Terraform init. So initialization. So initialization something like if you want AWS, AWS, something like we need to initialize, connect the, how we can connect the AWS CLI, how we can connect the AWS CLI, everything will be taken care by the Terraform unit. Terraform plan. So Terraform plan is nothing but a dry run. Dry run. What is dry run? It will show the list of services which need to install, which need to build. Just a just something like a, so that's something like a plan is nothing, something like a, so if you are building an infra, so definitely there will be a plan, right? There will be architecture plan, something like that. If you apply the Terraform line, so what are the services I will be creating, it will shows, it will not apply, it will not build. So through Terraform apply is the command, it will build the infra array services. Infra or services. So Terraform destroy. So Terraform destroy is nothing but a decommission the infra. Destroy or delete the infra. So decommission, destroy the. So these are the 4 commands used for the Terraform. Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy. So Terraform destroy. So Terraform destroy. Guys, understood what are the commands? Guys, tell me what are the commands? Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy. What is the purpose of Terraform init? Guys, are you there or not? Yes. Yeah, Kim,
Yeah.
Josna, Nagraju, Saish, what is Terraform init?
Initialization
So
AWS CLI.
initialization. Yeah. So Terraform plan.
So we show the list of the service.
Okay. Terraform apply.
Is to build the infrastructure or services.
Okay. Terraform destroy.
Decommission the infra.
Yeah. So decommission means I want to destroy I want to delete the server. So how we can delete it? By using the remove command if you apply. So in the AWS, so you can connect to the servers and so it's instance state I terminate. So I don't want to do a manual intervention. How we can terminate the instance? So by using the Terraform destroy, we can destroy our applications. So how we can sign up something like that. So create AWS account, first EC2 with the Terraform. So launching the first EC2 via Terraform. So when you want to launch the resources in AWS, there are 3 important considerations. So if you want to launch the first EC2 instance through console, how you can. So what are the requirements do you need, guys, for console? First, we need to log in the server by using aws.amazon console.com, right? So first
Yes.
you need to log in the server. Yeah, first you need to sign in the server the same way. So I want to connect the server. I want to connect the AWS. I want to connect the AWS through Terraform. How it can connect? So through connect the AWS through CLI. AWS CLI. So in the AWS CLI, you need to provide the secret key, access key, secret key, access key, secret key, access key. The same like as if you want to connect the AWS console. So through AWS console. So what do you need, guys? AWS console. Through AWS console, you need username, root username, and password. Right? Password. Then only you can log into the server. Then you can launch the instance through manual. So, but in the AWS CLI, we need a secret key access key to connect to the AWS. So then, in the installation Terraform installation, so we will provide the access key secret key in the code while initializing Terraform in it, it will connect to the AWS event. So if it is AWS, you can AWS Azure or Azure CLI. So, or something like a GCP, whatever it may be, whatever the cloud you can, there will be a secret key and access key to connect the server, to connect the cloud. And so secret key and access key. So AWS provider, I will show you to this. Yeah, how we will authenticate to the AWS. So which region the resource need to be launched. So which resource you want to launch. What are the three considerations, guys? How you will how will you authenticate to AWS? How will you authenticate to AWS? So we will authenticate to AWS through secret key and access key. Through secret key and access key. The which region the resource need to be launched. Which resource you want to launch? Launch an EC2 instance, no auth, no launch. Yeah. Here you see, this is a simple code. So provider. So this is my first EC2.tf. So provider equal to AWS, region equal to which region you want to. So authentication, provider, which region you want to resource. So the region and authentication, access key and secret key. Access key and secret key and provider equal to AWS, provider equal to Azure, provider equal to GCP, provider equal to Oracle. Whatever you want. First you need to authenticate the cloud, then you can launch the instance. Something like a resource is nothing but a AWS instance, S3. What are the services is called as a resource? What are the a service is called as a resource? Something like a resource AWS underscore instance. So how you can launch the instance to the resource? What is the resource? AWS underscore instance is the resource to launch the EC2 instance through code. So my EC2 instance is the my new server is the server name. So we will provide the AMI and instance type. So automatically take the other things will automatically take the default ones. So important learning. Each provider has the resources divided into multiple categories. Resources require certain set of arguments based on the use cases. So guys, so we'll tell you tomorrow how we can install the Terraform and how we can how we can create the secret key and access key, how we can create the secret key and access key, and so how we can launch the instance through Terraform, through code, we'll show you tomorrow. Okay? Guys,
So
understood?
as of yeah, I have some doubts.
Yeah, yep, just.
Yeah, as of now, you are showing that we have launched an instance through AWS, and the same thing you are showing it from Terraform.
Yes. So
So what
Terraform
is the
is
use
the
of this?
DevOps tool. Terraform is a
Okay.
DevOps tool to automate the process. So manually, how we can launch the instances? We can launch the instances through manually to connect to the AWS console, and launch the instances through manually, right? Through Teams. So I don't want to use that manual intervention. I want to automate the process. How we can do it? Yeah. So we have a IAC tools, infra as a code tools. We can automate the process. So Terraform is one of the DevOps tool. So what is that tool? So Terraform is the IAC tool, infra as a code tool. To build the infra through code, we can use the Terraform.
Yeah, that one I got it. But what is the use of that AWS GUI and what is this one?
What? So what is the use of AWS GUI? You tell me what is the use of AWS
No,
GUI?
actually, if you're using the both the things, means then what is the difference between it is through code and it is through GUI? Then why you are using both?
No, we are not using both. We are using either any one. So we can use either AWS CLI, we can use either AWS GUI or console.
Yeah.
Is nothing but a
So it
console.
depends upon the company. If some companies are using GUI into
AWS.
GUI, and some
Yes.
companies are using through Terraform. So it depends
Yes.
upon the
Yes.
company.
Yeah. So you can mostly you can so most of the nowadays most of the companies are using the Terraform or Cloud Formation if it is AWS Cloud Formation to build the infra. Understood?
Okay.
So I already told you, right? So Kim is used the AWS console, but it is difficult to Josna joined after Kim's left. So it is difficult to figure out all the what he did. So something like you have some requirements. You have some got few requests to in the network security groups or something like security groups or VPCs or somewhere else, and you need to modify. So for manual, definitely you need to verify each and every, then you can figure out and then you can provide the solution, right? But if in the code there will be a code, everything will be in the code. If you can see the stack, it automatically understand. Oh, so this is the part we need to modify. So tomorrow you will understand thoroughly, Joseph. So while doing the building the infrastructure,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
tomorrow you will
yeah.
understand.
As you mentioned that, like for example, as already worked in that company on for 3 years in the GUI, and after
Yes.
Kim, I replaced his position or whatever it is.
Mm.
So if the company is using only the GUI platform, then how can I use Terraform if they are not using Terraform?
Yeah. So you want to migrate you want to migrate to from GUI to CLI,
See,
right?
okay.
You
But
can slowly migrate.
that one
Something
is
like
not the project requirement.
yeah.
They want the person only using GUI.
Some of the companies, yeah, some of the companies still using GUI. So some of the
Okay.
companies are still yeah. Some of the companies still using DC data centers only. Some of the companies are still using AWS. Why? So definitely there will be a migrate from DC to cloud, right? So same like as a
Okay.
AWS console to AWS CLA. Because of everything will do the manual intervention, right? Something like
Okay.
Ansible. So Ansible. So if you launch the manually, something like definitely you need to connect to the servers through manually and build the infra manually. Something like configure the infra manually. How we can automate? DevOps is nothing but DevOps. But why DevOps? What DevOps? How DevOps? So there is so before it is a manual everything. So everything will be manually. How we can automate? Yeah, the solution is for infra IAC, the solution is a Terraform. Slowly
So whatever.
we can
Okay.
migrate from, yeah, tell me.
So whatever the services are there in AWS console, so you are showing the everything in Terraform. Like
Yes, yes, everything. Something like tomorrow I will
yesterday
show
we have
you.
created EC2, and
Uh,
now today it's volume. So you are going to show both in Terraform as well.
yes, definitely. Every
Okay.
service, what I am telling is whatever the services in the AWS,
Okay.
whatever the services in the AWS, everything will through code.
Hello, Harry. Hello, Harry.
Yeah.
Hello, Harry.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up,
this
Alan?
one.
How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm
I'm going
doing
all right.
good.
I'm good.
Hey,
I'm good.
Bulen.
I think what you're trying to explain right here is that the
Yeah.
Terraform can work on any of the providers. For example, if you're working in a company and they're using Azure and they're not using AWS, you can still use the Terraform to create instances on Azure. If you're working in a company that's using Oracle, you can use Terraform. You don't have to learn AWS at the same time learn Azure and at the same time learn Oracle. You can use Terraform to work on any of the providers. I think that's why it's trying to show us how to use Terraform to create instances. Is that not so, Harry? Harry,
Those
can
one
you hear
you
me?
understand? What? Valen is saying.
No, I didn't get
Valen,
it. No.
yeah, actually, Valen, your voice is something like
It's
breaking
very
and
low.
unable.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm saying that assuming you're working in a company and a company that is using Azure instead of AWS, right? Or you work in a company that use Oracle. For example, I work in a company that use Oracle instead of AWS. So what you are saying is that instead of you learning AWS at the same time learning Azure or learning Oracle, you can use Terraform to work on any of the providers.
Yeah, I already told that concept. I already told that information to the guys, Valen. Whatever you are saying, something like Joshnai. So what Valen is saying, something like, so in our company using 3 or 4 cloud providers. So this is the difficult to manage the every services. So there is a one solution called Terraform. Terraform uh, uh, can provide or can do it. So as a one single solution for the all the cloud providers.
Yeah. So I think that's why it's also teaching you how to create instances through Terraform. Yeah, I'm just
Josna
reacting
understood?
I'm just reacting to the lady's question. That's why I'm saying this. Because so she's
Yeah, yep, yep.
saying, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I guess you understand now.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
So Valen, so we have a class tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow or Saturday?
So tomorrow is
Tomorrow is
not
Friday.
Saturday. Tomorrow is
Friday.
Oh, tomorrow is
no for
Friday,
me.
right? For me, it's Friday.
Yeah. So I'm saying like for me tomorrow we have something like so we have a class. So tomorrow
Okay.
at 8:30 p.m. Right? For you something like a day after tomorrow.
Oh yeah, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So guys, Valen is from previous batch. So Valen, if you want to, you can also join this class. Actually, so Valen already learned the Terraform. He built the infra through Terraform also, right, Valen?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I will upload this recording. You guys can watch this recording. So very simple, guys. So very simple. The Terraform. So how we can automate the manual things. There is a one solution called Terraform. So I will show you tomorrow. It is very easy to deploy a server, a service, deploy a service. So through the AWS console, in the AWS console through Terraform, it is very easy. Okay.